So everybody that comes, it's kind of like a little rite of passage for them, so you know, because you know, this is her place. Essentially, still like it's still places in this house I ain't even touch it. So it's pretty much everybody's candles. Man. Everybody's brought candles.
I like the Lego guy.
Yeah.
Respect on the Lego guy.
I'm from Highbridge, 162nd Street, Anderson, near the Yankee Stadium.
Okay.
But I'm from the Yankee Stadium, and like over there, like I said, it's just rough. You couldn't really be different, you know what I'm saying? And it was more run by gangs over there, so it's kind of was like you was
that in the early '90s?
Yeah, early '90s. So it was pretty much just like Crips and Bloods over there, and it was really like a strong presence.
I thought that was like West Coast stuff. Crips and Bloods.
No, actually no. And it was like a big presence, so much so that the precinct over there, who was already under investigation, was the 44th precinct, became under investigation again. And actually, all my life, the 44th precinct has been under investigation. Like literally, Internal Affairs pretty much has an office there now. Wearing Wranglers and Levi's and fucking Airwalks and goddamn it, and Airwalks and fucking Vans wasn't cool and shit. You know, and I would get, you know, chased and shit. I pretty much learned how to fight because people would tease me because of my choice.
What made you want to be different? What made you not want to be like all them?
Well, I wasn't like all them. Like, I was never like all them. Like, when my buddies, like, I knew that when I was like 6 or 7, and my buddies was like, yo, let's steal this shit from the store. And I was like, just wait for you guys outside and shit. And they're like, oh, what you mean? What you mean? I'm just like, yeah, nah. And then when I got older, I'm in the comics, and these same dudes are aspiring to be outside selling fucking nickel bags of weed and shit. And it just wasn't anything that.
But you came like from the same block. And
from the same block. And then what turned me out really was I'm in a group home, and I was in upstate New York, in Irvington, New York. Not too far from here, actually. And it was just like they were doing different shit. So like, you know, motherfuckers were playing like fucking Horseshoe, and it was so much of the shit that I like wanted to do and like to do. And I remember what really turned me out was when I went up there and I was like, what the fuck is this? I seen this game on TV, but why is it so small? It's like, no, this is table tennis. This is ping pong. And I'm like, ping pong? What the fuck? I want to do this. Let's try this shit. Holy fuck, let's do it. And I was like, within like 2 weeks, I was like fucking great at ping pong. And then that's when I realized, like, yo, I don't have to do what everyone else wants to do. Because all these fucking guys here think I'm cool. And a lot of the guys that were actually in that group home up there are from the fucking inner city. But because of the stigma or because of the pressures of the environment that they in, you know, the mind just says conform. The mind doesn't say, you know what, let me fight the power. Yeah. And I was just one of those guys like, you know what? If I gotta walk down the block and they're gonna talk about me, you know what? I'm gonna get the widest Jinkos I can fucking find. Then I went through the vampire phase, you know, the vampire family phase and shit. And even now, like, you can still see how my shit, I actually got them filed, like from the dentist. And it was just like,
vampire
I went through
phase.
That. Yeah, it was.
When was that? Like, what year was that?
Yeah, when I was doing raving and shit. I was probably about.
No, but like 2003 or something?
16, 17, yeah. About 2002, probably 2001. I was wild, man. I was out there. It was like, it was a different world for me because going.
When you went to raves, in the city?
Yeah.
Like real raves, like warehouse raves.
Real raves, like, you know, like where to the point where I was just like, and it was like my drug experimentation came really early. You know what I mean? Like, it you know, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck it is, but just make sure you get me home, bro. Like, but it was just fun. And then the buddies I was with was, we were all outcasts. One of my buddies, Chris, he was like really into like rock and shit, but like punk rock, man. So like, and this was before it was like where all the like black kids went through that phase of like, all right, I'm gonna like.
That's pretty different from raving. That's pretty different from raving. Raving, you have the techno, and then you go into the punk rock. So it's like, it's different as fuck.
And he was just like, they used to get teased, and me and him went to Bronx School of Science, man. I didn't like being the same. I liked being different, not because it made me stand out, because back in the day, let's just face it, standing out didn't become cool until just too fucking recently. That shit phased out in the 80s.
You don't think, really? It phased out in the 80s? Yeah.
Yeah, because like, think about it. even the shit we're doing now, and
so in the 90s it was like a 10 block.
The fucking 90s and the from 1990 to 2000 and goddamn.
It was about like fitting in, yeah.
Yeah, it was like that 20 years was pretty much like.
So, there's not many tradesmen left.
Well, that's the thing. There's many tradesmen left, but just not in places where we choose to look. If you went to Honduras, shit,
yeah.
What I do here, I wouldn't get shit for it there.
Yeah.
Not because they don't have money there. There's fucking money there. It's because everybody's fucking grandmother and sister and mother and uncle and fucking, you know, nephew is doing that shit. Like, yo, what? You need it? You know, like, think about it. When there's a fucking parade, think about how you think all that shit gets made. It's not one person doing it. Everybody just do their own shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, all right, this is the outfit, motherfucker. We gonna all go and get the same fabric. You make your shit. I know you like your shit a little tight around nuts, Johnny. But, like, this is how it's supposed to look. And they coordinate and they just go make their own shit. Like, so everyone knows how to do it. Here in America, because we're so used to going to the store and being able to pick it up, that we don't take the time to think about the production that goes in it. And because we don't take the time to think about the production that goes in it, countries that are economically struggling, or countries that may have overpopulation and need jobs, now have a place in the market, but that place in the market is essentially will hurt them. Because we have a need that we don't necessarily want to fill. Okay, let's just put it like this. How people going after Mexicans right now. But that's really hurting us. And we don't notice it really because we don't pay attention too much. But even if you go in the Target right across the street and you look at that fucking fruit produce shit, they try to cover it up because they now put more stuff around it, but the fruit don't look the same.
Because it's not from Mexico?
No, because it's not the same, because who's fucking picking the fruit? We have an attitude, my father liked to say, you know what the attitude is now? You motherfucker, something break, something's outdated, instead of getting it updated, instead of fixing it, you just throw it away and get a new one.
Yeah.
But who the fuck you think's supplying that shit? You understand?